guys, what's up? Welcome back to The Buzz with KDB. Today, Kyler and I are joined by a very special guest. We have the one and only Boston James here. Boston, what's up?
What's going on, guys? How are you guys?
Doing damn good.
Good. I'm busy.
Yeah, we've been busy. Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
here. It's been a minute. A long minute.
Yeah, we last saw you back in Copan when we were both there over the summer.
Was that July or was that November?
It was July. I wasn't there in November.
That's right. Katie was.
Katie was there. Katie saw you in November. We all haven't been together since July, so it's been a minute for sure. But we were talking in reference to Copan for everybody that hasn't been or know what we are talking about. That's where we first met Boston a year ago, I think. Right? That was your first.
It's coming up. Yeah. July was my first time to play there, and it was that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Both times, November too. And I played an open mic in Claremore, and Dwayne was there, and he was like, "Do you want to come play in Copan on July?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." And then he had me back after that. He was like, I want you to come." I believe he said open the main stage in November, and I was like, "Dude, I'd love to." And it was. I've met a lot of great friends, a lot of great people through that, and it's been fun. That's a lot of fun.
The open mic you were playing in Claremore, did you play that pretty regularly before Dwayne came in?
No, I never. That was my first time in there. It was at Melton's Garage, and I'm not sure they don't. It's not a. I believe Melton's is the right place, but it's not like a. I don't think it's a common thing to have it there. I think it was just like, hey, we're gonna do an open mic, like a show here. And me and Dad were like, oh well, we ain't got nothing going on. Let's go there, and it turned into something really great. And
awesome.
That's cool.
It's been awesome.
And I think that's what's cool about the music scene is you can go into a venue, and if you talk to the right people, even in the crowd, you'll find a whole mess of people. But with people behind the scenes and everything like that, if you're talking to the merch guy, if you're talking to the soundboard guy, you'll find out a lot of stuff, and it's pretty cool to go see that. And even in your case, bump into Dwayne there and
I know, right?
And it's pretty crazy to see that, huh?
It's amazing the people you'll meet. Like never in my life would I thought when I first started playing shows. Like, all right, I'm gonna be the youngest one that comes into these bars and like these places and plays music, and everyone's gonna look at me like, what is he doing here? He's a kid. But in reality, it's like probably the most welcoming thing I've ever been into. Like I've met some really really good friends through music. And they're like, some of them are twice my age, some of them are, half like 20s, and it's crazy.
Yeah, there's some people out there also 3 times your age. You're a young buck. So
yeah, right?
Times your age is a lot closer than you think. So, Dwayne is probably 3 times your age, just for reference. So
Dwayne could probably be old enough to be my dad.
Yeah, for sure. But no, Dwayne's a great dude, and he's always out for looking for people like you.
He's a huge help to small musicians.
100%.
I mean, not even just. I don't even think if his son was doing what he's doing, he would. I think he still would be that guy.
He's very generous for that.
Yeah. How long have you been doing music?
So I've always kind of sang, and I used to take guitar lessons when I was. Oh man, I was young. I was maybe 5 or 6, but I always wanted to play drums. Dad, I want to play drums. So I quit guitar lessons and never touched drums. Never touched guitar. And I don't remember anything from guitar lessons. So I think in July of 2022, late July, we were sitting around the dinner table, and I had met somebody in my freshman year of ag choir. I met somebody. His name was Gerard Wald. And he played guitar, and I was like, man, that's freaking cool. That's really cool. He made that seem like it was easy. He played on the BOK stage for the talent, and I was like, he made that seem like it was nothing. And then I started listening to Zach around 2019 to 2020, and I was like, man, that'd be cool. So it took me 2 years to finally be like, man, maybe I could play guitar. So we were sitting around the dinner table, and I went up to I asked Dad, and I was like, I want guitar lessons. And he was like, you don't need them. And I was like, yeah, I do. He said, I'll make you a bet. He said, I bet that you can't go upstairs, pick up a guitar, and play a song before I can. Neither of us play guitar. So it was kind of like, we'll see who can play a song first.
Who's the better man here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I cleaned up from dinner, and I went upstairs, and I grabbed my guitar, my cheap kid-sized guitar, and about a week later, it wasn't any good, but I came downstairs, and I was playing Revival and Something in the Orange by Zach Bryan. and I never picked it up. I never set it down, and Dad never picked it up.
Really?
Oh, that's
He never touched it.
That's hilarious because he was just wanting to test you, huh?
Yeah.
Did he ever plan on picking the guitar, or was he just bluffing you the whole time?
He was just like giving me the push to go learn guitar, which I'm so glad because it's been the best thing the best decision I've ever made.
Yeah.
And shows. I started playing shows about almost a year and a half ago in August, I believe. August is my first show, and I played my vocals were through a bass amp, and my guitar was through an electric guitar amp. I played acoustic guitar, and it was something else. And then we went and bought sound equipment and done it right the next time, and since then, but it's been fun.
Where was your first show, if you remember?
It was at the Oar House, OAR, in Ulaga, down at Redbud Marina. So right there in the lake, and I was like, man, that's so cool. And man, I've played there several times. It's been a really fun place to play there. That one's fun.
Yeah. How many shows did you do solo before you started to develop a piece of a band besides just you?
Man, I couldn't put a number on that. Maybe I did a few. I did quite a few. Like I played some local venues, and then man, it's been so quick. So like so a year and a half ago is when I started, and then on July 27th, I debuted my first. I had a first full band show. So from August till July was when I played acoustic, and then July was my first full band show, and I was like, man, this is awesome. It was a 3-piece. I had a guy my dad graduated with, and then a teacher. Her name is Morgan Amon. She's at the Ulaga schools, and she killed a drum solo at the end of a talent show, and I was like, I'm gonna ask her to be my drummer. So I did, and it works out, and she's awesome.
Is that still the current band you have right now, correct?
As of right now, yes.
That's awesome.
It's still Philip Young on the guitar, Morgan on the drums, and then we're adding a bass player, Nathan Alessi. Man, he's awesome.
So how'd you go ahead and you talked about finding the drummer and their guitar player. How'd you find your bassist?
So my drummer actually goes to church and plays in the church worship band with him, but somebody sent my dad his number, and no name, just said bass player, and sent the number, and so Dad's like, well, I mean, we gotta call the guy. So we called him.
He gave me a murderer, right? He says.
I know, right? Well, he didn't answer the first time, and it was like Alessi Investigations, and we were like, what? Was this the wrong number? And he's a private investigator, so
that's awesome.
Was the right one.
That's so
crazy. That's another thing. Like music always works its way out. Like there's so many people out there, they're playing a drummer and a guitarist on stage, and there's a bass player out in this crowd, and like if he wanted to go up there and just fill in, he could. And
right.
I've heard those stories countless times. Hey, we actually just found this dude in the crowd, and he was like down to be a roadie and is in the band. It's pretty crazy how people just come out to woodworks and when they see something they like, and you know what I mean. It's cool.
It is crazy. So y'all moved to Texas, didn't you?
I did.
I'm a all-time resident. I will never claim another state.
Yeah, I did because we've been together for like 2 years, and so one of us had to move, and he wasn't moving, so I officially moved here.
Boston, go to North Dakota and tell me you would rather be in North Dakota.
Oh, I've been to South Dakota, and that was cold enough, dude. It was in the summer, and it was nice because it was been hot in Oklahoma, and I was like, man, that's kind of like cool out here. It's kind of not very hot.
Yeah.
But I couldn't live here in the winter.
The summertime.
How you did it.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I could be a snowbird, I would. It's beautiful up there. But
I don't know, Colorado is also beautiful.
I like we went fishing up there a year and a half ago maybe. And like my first summer up there, and caught some crazy big fish and mounted that damn thing, and I just fell in love with the summer of North Dakota.
The summer was always my favorite.
We went a whole week where I took off work and went up there, and we traveled the whole state for the whole week. I mean, from a Texan's point of view, you can go from Texas to like Houston to Dallas to Austin to Bronxville, San Antonio. There's so much all over, and it's so far away. North Dakota is like 4 hours across, and everything happens in one straight line. So like I could do the whole state in one weekend. We went from Minneapolis to the other side of the state of North Dakota.
You just go down the interstate and hit all these
attractions and stuff like that. So it was like you can knock it out and see everything you could in a week. And so Katie moved down over the summer and we did all the Music Texas venues we could. Went to Billy Bob's, we went to Green, we went to Whitewater Amphitheater, all the Houston ones that we already knocked out. But yeah, she currently resides here and probably will be forever. So, but yeah, you need to come down to Texas for sure.
I want to this summer. I'd like to play some shows down there this summer.
I mean, if you want to come do on an acoustic solo,
yeah, I'd love to.
This is welcome to you. This is our guest bed, so if you want to area, you're more than welcome.
Well, I'll have to remember that.
Yeah,
I want to this summer because after I graduate, I plan on doing music full time.
Yeah,
I've been told I'm an idiot for that, and I've been told that I'm smart for that, but we'll see.
So how hard is it to balance a school and playing like lifestyle?
So as of right now, it's really easy because I'm a senior, and this year's it's a cakewalk. I've got my first hour English class, and I've got 4 hours, and then I've got English, I've got an FFA class, I've got an economics class, and I got FFA. And that third hour economics, half the time I'm in the ag barn, and then I go home. So there's not really any like problems balancing between like a music and a school, like doing the same thing. But I feel like college would definitely put a halt on that. But if I was go to college, I was going to go to OSU IT to go be a lineman. But I'm gonna hold that off for a couple of years, see what I can do in the music industry. That's
the good thing about like being young and like even financially doing that. Like it's a lot easier if you want to take a gap year and you want to pursue music and hey, you're looking up, you can definitely do that as well. And even I know you have a loving family that supports and backs you no matter what you do. So it's always great to have their support to where you don't have to have that financial stress of hey, do I do this? Hey, do I do that?
Yeah.
They're gonna know for you wherever you need to go.
Yeah.
Man, I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for mom and dad pushing me to be like, hey, go do this, go do that, you know. And like I would make some really bad financial decisions if it weren't for my dad. Guitars are a really bad habit of mine that I want to buy. Man, I see that one and I want to have it, you know. But dad's like, dude, you shouldn't afford that, you know. Yeah. You can buy that, but you can't afford it. So
can't buy it twice, don't buy it once.
Yeah, right.
So it's always good to have those type of people in your back pocket, especially when it's new shiny, you know what I mean? It's, oh, look at this, I want that, I shouldn't buy that, but I want it, you know? But that makes sense that they're out there looking out for you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of 2025 has just started. You've dropped 2 singles back last year. Not a year old, but definitely in the year 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Are you planning to drop any new music in the year 2025?
Yes. 100%. So I'm working on 3 right now, three new originals. Man, it's weird. My writing style, I'm kind of, being so new into it, I'm still trying to figure out what works for me and how I need to write. So, I tried everything from like writing just pencil and paper, writing on my phone, then just writing guitar and then writing lyrics. But what works for me is like doing both. So these 3, I'm excited. I like them. I hope everyone else likes them. I like the way they're going. I don't have any clue on when I'd like to get them out, but definitely I'd like to get all 3, maybe an EP by the end of this year.
3 plus an EP, or 3 included in an EP?
3 maybe plus an EP. It's hard to tell. I wish I could be like, I want this.
Yeah. So are you sitting on a lot of material, or are you just waiting for material to materialize and then you're wanting to go ahead and record?
As of right now, I'm sitting on just the 3. Like I don't have a whole lot of material. I mean, I've got lyrics and verses in my phone, like a bunch of them, but some of those don't come to me as easily. And like it could be a couple months, and then wait, that thing that I wrote 2 months ago, wait, I could put that here, and like I could piece a song from that.
Yeah. I hear you 100%. So how long have you been keeping that journal with you, like that running tally of writing lines and?
Really, since I picked up guitar. So I wrote my first song, a month into playing guitar, and it's not released. I don't know that I plan to release it. Honestly, like I think it's a good song. Mom and Dad think it's a good song, but I don't think it's a good song to like release. Like I don't think it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want
you can tell it's my first song.
Yeah.
I love the song and it means a lot to me. But since then, so probably about the June, July, August. So about August of 2022, I've had a notes in my phone that are just, you can scroll and there's some lines in there everywhere.
So do you go back and read those often?
Yes, sometimes I will. Sometimes I'll just let them sit, and then as I get more lines in there, I'll go back and read through old ones and be like, oh wait, that works here.
Yeah. That's awesome. And it's also cool to see, like, to keep those 100%.
Oh,
Please.
yes.
Like never run out and be like, man, screw this, I can't figure anything out, because it's really cool. It's always going to be coming a full circle. 10 years down the road, you're going to use that first line you wrote, and you don't know now, but you will know then. So
right,
shit with you for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Has it been, since you're only 18 and still young, has it been intimidating to kind of play like your area, because there's a lot of new musicians coming out of your area?
At first, yes, it was very like, oh my gosh, these guys have been in it for years. I'm brand new into this. Like what am I getting into? Like no one in my family's musicians other than my grandpa, but I never met my grandpa. He died in 99. But that's a story for a different moment. At first, yes, but man, I met with Casey West and the Oologah group of musicians, and they've been, man, these giant hand. Casey, like Emily Hollingshed, like Iron Horse. I honestly would say Iron Horse is like my home place, like my home stage, but like you know, like I don't know how to word that.
It's a second home for you.
That's where I've met most people that have helped me. Like, man, you should come play here. You should come play here. Like everyone's insanely supportive. So my being like nervous to go play in front of like people that have been musicians for a long time, it kind of went away to more like, man, I'm ready to go see what they think of me, you know.
Yeah.
Have some good advice.
I always think of as somebody that's older than you are. I feel like when you're an 18-year-old can't get into these bars without playing music, I always feel like that would be a nervous thing. Is everybody else is here is older than me. They know I can't even get in here on my own. So it's got to be like a rough thing to go through and be like, hey, I'm gonna play at this bar that none of the people I go to high school with can come. My younger family can't get in, really. Is that hard to go through and like see that?
So we have like groups of friends that like people that mom used to work with and some of their friends, and you know, like family like down the line that will come and bring some of their friends to my shows. And I have some like I have people that like just we've met through like dad, like he works the milk route and he's known everyone in this locally area for like 20 years. So like he could say, hey, my boy's playing at this bar. His buddies can't come, but you guys could come support, and man, they do, and it means a lot. Like to see a lot of the same people at some of my shows, like just like, man, there's these people that enjoy my music. It's cool. So not necessarily. It's like it's more fun. They're like, oh, I want to go try this, you know, see this new bar, see what that's like, you know.
Yeah, I feel like it's like that's with down here. There's so many damn people, so many damn things going on. That's what I like. If I were to be at her house and somebody in the town was playing music and by word of mouth we found out about it, we'd go. Here there's just so much stuff going on, and it's just not as easy to just drop everything and be able to go to something next weekend, you know. There's always something commotion here. And
there's always like multiple things going on one day, and we have to pick what we want to go do.
And
or
like
something
we're going
that.
to Dallas this Saturday, and one show is Parker Ryan covering Dookie Day. The next is Jordan Nix, Gannon Freeman, and the CC Rev and Slave Culture. And it's like,
Gannon Freeman.
Dude, where do I pick? Like, what do you mean? Like, how am I supposed to choose, you know?
We're going to Parker, by the way.
Yeah, we're going to go to Parker. But,
Let's do the Parker Ryan hat.
Yeah, he's our good buddy. But, yeah, it's just, like, there's so much commotion down here, which is beautiful for Oologah because you can literally pull into any bar.
And there's
going to be some good music. And it's cool to see. Like,
it's amazing.
Our regular bar has the same 8 bands rotate throughout, and it's just like, what am I doing?
It's boring.
And it just brings out all the old people, and you're like, dude, I'm a third of the people's age dancing on the dance floor. I do not want to, you know? And it's not fun, but no, for sure. I feel like Oologah is one of those places to where if you were to roll in working, or if you were to roll in and just find this place and pull off and want a beer, Oologah's got a cool place and a cool music scene that's small enough to where you can, and it's just beautiful. And that's what I think everybody should aspire to be music-wise.
Yeah.
Like, y'all have got a real in-touch feel with y'all's music up there.
100%.
Yeah, I love Ulaga's music scene. I love Ulaga, man. It's home. I'm born and raised. I've lived here my whole life. Like, I know all the like odds and ends of the town. Like, I could take you anywhere in it. Not that it's very big. It's a long stop of the town. It's home, and I don't know that I ever want to leave. Like maybe not just Ulaga, but like the area of like northeast Oklahoma, like Rogers County. Like there's just it's home. It's where I've born and raised. Collinsville, Oklahoma. I call that place like my second hometown. That's where Am and Pops live, and me and my brother, we went there every weekend, and we spent the night with Am and Pops, and we come back with a new Lego set or toy that would make Mom and Dad mad. You don't need another toy. Well, Am and Pops bought it for us, so couldn't turn it down.
And it's always like that up there. Like there's such a good crowd up there of people with the shirt off your back, and that's an amazing place to be. Besides when they arrest you, but another story like another time. So you recently played Cain's Ballroom, and growing up in Northeast Oklahoma in the Tulsa area, how big was that for you to play one of your biggest stages, historic stages like that?
Man, that was a dream come true. Like that's one of my that's one of my favorite venues like ever. Like I love the sound, the history of that place, like just the whole venue. It was amazing. And when I got that text that said, "Hey, do you want to come play with us at the Cain's Ballroom?" And I was like, yes, 100%. Yes, that was awesome. It didn't feel real. It honestly didn't really click that like this is real and really happening until I pulled in back behind and pulled in the parking lot of Cain's, and I was like, no, this is real. Like this is happening. And I went in there, seen the signatures, signed the wall, seen like all like people like man, like this is crazy. And then I had like a good group of friends and a lot of people that came to that was like, man, that means a lot that people are willing to come experience that with me. And it was awesome.
That's awesome, man.
The best part was your pictures when you had your Capri Suns on stage.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That was Emily Hollingsted's Capri Suns. And I was so thirsty after that first song. I was a little nervous. So I was sitting there and I was like, Emily Hollingshed, I'm going to steal one of your Capri Suns. So I did. I reached down and I grabbed one. I was shaking, trying to put that straw in the thing.
So you were nervous to play it, huh?
I was a little more excitement than nerves. But dude, I felt that that 4-song set was like the quickest and the longest set that I've ever played. That was just like, man, I don't want this to end.
Yeah,
it was so fun. I love the Capri Suns. They're awesome. I should a sponsor.
That's the feeling you're gonna chase, though. Since like you've got the bug now, you're gonna be wanting to feel that again and again and again. And so you're very early in your career. What's some of the your dream venues that you want to play?
Definitely the BOK. That's really shooting for it. But the BOK is one thing that's like my first concert. I believe my first concert was at the BOK. That's in Tulsa. Red Rocks easily. That's a dream venue, like top 3. Like Red Rocks is really cool. I'd like to play Billy Bob's. Billy Bob's is pretty cool.
Have you been?
No, never been. I've been to Texas maybe a couple times, and mostly just like pass through flights, like in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy Bob's
is
insane. Like think about a shoebox and then you just throw 100 human beings in the shoebox. It's insane.
Cool.
It just, you can feel the history in there too.
With all the hands, and it's pretty cool. It's I don't know, like relatively. I think it's like 3 or 4 times the size of Cain's. It's absolutely massive. You got riding inside. You've got a gift shop. You've got restaurants in there.
There's a whole bunch of pool tables.
Yeah, probably 80.
There's
pool
like
tables.
some games. It's just crazy.
You're 18, do whatever you want. But if you got a weekend where you're not playing a show and you're like, I can afford the gas to go to Billy Bob's. Go to Billy Bob's. It's pretty.
Might have to borrow the mom car that gets the gas mileage.
yeah, that's why we was in taking Katie's. I'm like, I'm tired of taking my truck. It's like 14 miles a gallon, and she's like, I've got 20. I'm like, yeah, we'll take yours.
Speaking of which, I need gas.
All right. No, but Billy Bob's is definitely a valid one, and I think a lot of people should go enjoy it because a lot of Houston venues are going away. Like Hurricane Harry's, if you ever heard of that, in College Station, just got torn down like a month ago.
They're getting A lot of good venues.
Yeah, making new ones.
Well, just making new ones.
So they're putting a highway right through where Hurricane Harry's was, and so
Which
they
is just random.
yeah they're just expanding a highway, and it's in the way.
Huh.
It's bottom out of their lease, and they said we're gonna go ahead and put the road here. So they're moving, but it just sucks that whole entire original area is gone. So
Right.
So go ahead. Anything?
Have you played the Tumbleweed? I know you're playing it this weekend, but have you played it before?
I have not, and I'm a little nervous for that one too, but I'm so excited. The Battle of Bands was a really big deal, and I'm so excited that I've got the opportunity to go play at the Battle of Bands. You know, I don't know. I'm excited to see where it takes me. The Tumbleweed is also a really cool venue. I want to play, and I'm excited to play there. The band's excited. I know that. I don't know. I'm stoked. Like it's crazy.
It's so good to see a kid just like having the
Yeah.
energy and the umption and the just excited, man. And it's so good to see that you're loving every minute you get of this, and it's awesome to see. So some people just will take it with a shit-eating grin, like they'll just be like, fuck it, and turn around. You really enjoy it. It's really good to see.
Well, I'm also thinking of it like you get to go to school next Monday, and they're all like, "What'd you do over the weekend?" You're like, "Oh, I played Battle of the Bands." No big deal.
I mean, that's
No
pretty
big deal. Just no. I've got a good group of friends at school that are supportive, that try to come out when they're not busy at work, or they make almost every show. And I've told everyone about it at school. Hey, if you're looking for something to do on Saturday and you're willing to make the drive, come on out. I mean, it'd really help and be really supportive. Like it helped me get through the first round and make it to the second. Like it would be.
Yeah.
I got a good supportive group of guys at home.
That's good.
So we went and saw Emily play at the Battle of the Bands when we went up to Copan last year, and it was like the day after. No, actually, it was Wyatt Flores was playing his first time at Kane.
No.
No?
This one's different. This was
Jam the Weed. That's what we went to.
yeah. Where?
I don't know. We went to Battle of the Bands last year when we were up there in Copan.
April. No.
March.
It'd be now. I don't know. We were there.
And I was like, Texas, you don't really hear about like Tumbleweeds, like regular random shows that they have, like, or not random, but yearly. They do host a lot of events.
It was April.
And so I was like, I've never heard of this. Let's go. And so we went. And so when you announced that, hey, you've got some news, I was like, bet the house on that one. I can tell you it's probably Battle of the Bands because the time of the year lined up. I was like young up and comer like Emily was last year, and it was really funny to just be like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. And I was like, I knew it. It was really cool.
Since being
sorry, go ahead.
No, that's good. I was gonna say, since being a good friend with Emily, has she been giving you some advice?
Yes, actually, I got off the phone with her today. Not too long ago, she was giving me some advice. She was like, "Don't be scared. You're gonna do good. Like, make sure you just do you, and you don't overthink it."
Yeah.
And so yeah, she's been a great help. Emily is awesome. I think she's actually coming to band practice tomorrow, for the Battle of the Bands. So I'm curious to see what she has to say and what she thinks.
So another question is, do y'all live so close together and are close relationship wise? Are y'all co-writing in any respect of that?
I was actually gonna bring up that idea tomorrow night when she's here. I was gonna be like, hey, should we like write a song together and like do a collab? That'd be kind of cool.
Like I know she just did one with Coda, end of last year, maybe September time. So I think you and her.
I think he's in the Battle of the Bands too, isn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Gosh, there's a lot of people in it that I
like
know.
Familiar names. Like, of course, we're from Texas, but I think these names ring so many more bells in Oklahoma.
Well, that and I've interviewed like Chrislyn Arthurs. I've interviewed her.
You interview some big names on here too. Like that's crazy. I seen like Wyatt Flores and Charles Leslie Godwin.
Yeah.
It's been fun. It's been a ride.
It's just been doing DMs, going to shows and be like, hey, let's do this. Charles was a different story.
Yeah, that one was a little more like.
We worked for that one.
Yeah.
I dressed him for a while, and we became like close and going to shows and gave him clothes. He'd bring us backstage, and then we proposed the idea of, hey, let's get you on this damn podcast, and he's like, I'm down. And
Yeah,
so
it finally happened.
finding
Right, remember you
schedule,
telling me that
finding
you
schedule.
gave him
But
shirts.
yeah.
It's kind of difficult. Like, you have to be annoying almost. Like, okay, I always think of it like an artist really wants to play a certain venue and they keep reaching out to, like, I'm sure you've had this. You're reaching out to, like, the person in charge over and over and over again until they finally get back to you and they're like, okay, you can play here, whatever. That's how I'm like, but for an artist. I email, I message, I talk to them in person. I literally message their manager, I message them, and I'm like, okay,
If somebody's listening now still at 30 minutes and 35 seconds, the people we've been reaching out to, like Evan Honer, we have confirmation that he said he would come on. We haven't.
Yeah,
like,
it's so
just,
hard.
It's just Stelly's coming on.
Really?
You know who that is?
Yeah, I do. You know what's funny is his mom joined my TikTok live the other night. I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. I was like, well, that's random.
Yeah, she's cool people too.
That's so
I think
random.
she was at the Houston show. Before Katie moved down, he did an acoustic show in Houston, and I had seen Stelly maybe 6 times this last year. And I was sitting at the bar, and he came up to me and he said, "What's up?" And then he went and sat with his family, and I was like, "Oh," because he's literally like grew up 30 minutes from where I'm at, or about an hour. And it was funny to see all his family there for sure.
It's more like, especially since I'm down here now, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Just because we're going to shows and we're talking to people so often, like getting Parker on was so easy because Kyler has gone to
I've gone to
12 billion
yeah.
Parker Ryan shows. So it's like he's been consistent about it. So like that one was easy. And then like Charles was a little harder, and then I got Wyatt when he was first starting out. So that is why like I got that one.
I can't remember if it was before or after I'd seen him in person. I had seen him May of 2023. He was playing in front of like 250 people at a bar, like a historically bad bar, like in a bad part of town. They'll serve bikers, and then the bikers will leave, and then they'll get hit by a car because they're too drunk. Like a bad bar, like that's just kind of crap. And I was like, what the hell is this kid coming down here for? Like, you don't know what he's getting himself into. Like, I'm not going to be a security at this show or anything, but
yeah,
I'm going to tell him, hey, this is a bad part of town when I get there. And so when I get there and he's loading everything in, and he's sick as a dog. And he's like, yeah, I'm still playing tonight. And I'm like, all right, kid, like, let's see what you've got. I've never seen you before, but let's see. And absolutely killed it. And I've seen him too many times since then. And it's pretty cool that you can just see people coming and going, and no matter the capacity of the venue, they're still having the passion for it. So that was really cool to see.
Yeah.
And,
It's crazy how big people have gotten in so many years. In my head, it's still 2020 and
right.
it's still in lockdown and everything. Like I haven't moved past that.
And there's so many things that like you'll find artists now that and you're like, holy shit, they were releasing this 3 years ago. Where was I? You know?
Yeah.
Like, and that's what's another thing is like. People with massive discographies, you don't even know where to start when you find them so late.
Know.
It's almost intimidating, and it makes you not want to get into them. That's been my scenario.
Like Charlie Crockett's a big one for me. Is he's got a plethora of stuff, and if I wasn't there from the beginning, I'd be like, screw it, I don't get the hype. But
right,
happy he's stick around and keep putting out music.
Yeah, totally.
So a couple more questions for you, Mr. Boston. So do you have a playlist that you go to when you're wanting to listen to new music? Who's on that playlist? If you want to put small people on, what would you be putting on?
So I have like 3 playlists, 3 main ones. I've got one that's like all my music that I listen to. It's like 50, 60 hours long. It's insane. It's massive. And then I was like, all right, I'm kind of getting more into like the grunge, like Red Dirt, alternative, like rock type, like Trudy Oak, kind of like that style. So I leveled that one down and made an even smaller one with a smaller musician. So like Gannon Freeman, like I'm a huge fan of his. He's awesome. I like his stuff a lot. Definitely like Treaty Oak. I know they're big, but they're still like kind of small. Like Treaty Oak. Devin Michaels is one that I really like. I'm surprised he's not bigger than he is. He has a very big Treaty Oak feel that's like. And he's good. That's one I always kind of like tell my buddies, hey, listen to this guy. He's good. He's out of Texas, actually. Do you know him?
I do not.
He's smaller, but man, he's good. I found him on TikTok. I think a TikTok Live. So I started listening to his music, and I was like, this guy's not bigger than this. Really, that's insane. Like he's good. He's
It's
really
crazy. Good. Like you'll be putting something on shuffle, and then you'll be like, "Oh, this dude sounds professional as hell." And like he's got backing vocals. He's got more than a 3-piece band. Let me click it. 1,500. What the hell? Like who are you?
Yeah,
It's crazy. And that happens so much. There's a dude that is out of left field from Ohio. Somebody found him on Twitter, and I'd known him from a previous band. And he had 34 monthly listeners, and he had just put out a whole entire solo project. His name was Tony Macron. I'll send this to you. Dude's got, let me just look it up real quick. But he absolutely skyrocketed after someone posted it.
his name is what?
Tommy, let me see here. MCCORONE. He's bumped up to 5,500,
Wow.
and I saw it like a month ago at like 34. It's
Huh.
just crazy how fast people can like gain and lose. Like it's a dog eat dog world in the music scene, and
It's very rough. I always screenshot new artists, their profiles on like Spotify when I find them. I'm like, all right, this guy's gonna be big. Screenshot it.
Right.
He's got like 2,300 plays. Like, hey, I was right there at the front when he was like just starting.
Are you into folk at all?
See, there's so many styles of music that I'm not sure names of. So, like, who's a folk artist? Give me a couple.
Oh, okay,
like
this is
Camp.
a good song.
Like a Camp. You ever heard of them?
Yeah, I've heard of Camp, but I don't listen to them a whole lot.
So this guy right here, I found maybe 2 years ago now. His name is Barrett. I don't know if you've ever seen him. This is what his Spotify looked like, but it says 0 monthly listeners.
What?
If you go now, this was back when the day when I screenshotted it. Barrett is now at 50K, but dude absolutely rips. He just put out another song. Let's see here. What is today? 19 days ago. But his first one was at like May of 2024. And I'd been a year on that song before it dropped in May. And dude's killer. Look up White Lace Gown. It's really cool.
White Lace Gown? I'll have to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really cool. And it's cool to see other people like I'm never going to be a writer, never going to play music, but I couldn't imagine going and listening to new stuff that people recommend as a musician, because you feel it come to you and be like, I like that.
Like, why didn't I do that?
Yeah. Like, how can I fix this into what I do? You know, it's pretty cool.
That feeling comes off and like, man, like, why am I not able to write this? You know, why can't I?
And that's the thing is like, you shouldn't have guilt for that. Like, it's not you. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
the same thinking process. So it's a totally normal thing. But
Right.
yeah, I understand.
It's one of those things that like, okay, maybe you see that song like that and know it's good because it's popular, but that song used to be probably just like what you're writing right now.
Yeah.
Like, you got this song, you can't compare this song to this song because it's not even written by the same people. You know, you got your song, you got this guy's song. You know, you can't. It's like, you know, it just doesn't work. But like, you never know. That song that you're writing that you wanted to be like this could be like this one. You know.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing is that like when people go record a song one way, listen to it, play it for 10 years. Charlie Crockett released Jamestown Ferry a long time ago. Don't know if you know, he's releasing a new album in March 14th, with a new rewrite of Jamestown Ferry. It's the same lyrics, same song, just stylistically different.
But yeah, he's just
like he revisited it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and it's crazy to see the different. I'm excited to see what the hell he makes of it. And even with Nolan Taylor, his album and previous stuff, how he came back to songs is really cool to see the new.
I think it's cool when an artist does that.
Yeah.
Even if one day you don't like want to put out your very first song that you did.
Sit on it.
Yeah. Maybe you're like,
I'll
one day.
likely mess with it enough to work because I want to release it because it gives me another original that I have out, but
Have you
I
ever
need
put
to
it?
work on it. Do what?
Have you ever played it at Copan?
Yes. It's called Sweet Summertime.
Okay. I don't know if I remember.
I might have.
Might not even played it when I was there. I don't know.
We should. My computer's not charging.
But yeah, I'd like to release it, but I need to work on it before I do because it's Dad loves it and I love it, but it's very basic, very 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 basic.
Yeah. Well, Boston, thank you so much for joining us here. We're really excited, and good luck at Battle of the Bands this week.
Yeah, good luck.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for having me. This is really cool.
Can't
I
wait
enjoyed it.
after you release those 3 songs, whether it's in an EP format or singles, we'll definitely get you back on, and we can come talk about those, and it'll be really cool to see. So
Yeah.
keep doing you, dude. Like, for real.
Will do. I will do.
Keep it up, man.
We need to get together again sometime.
Absolutely.
I know.
Absolutely. We'll be in Oklahoma
And
April. So if you have any shows in April, we will be up there for Cross Canadian Ragweed that Friday.
Oh, I couldn't get tickets to that.
we got a couple.
I got lucky.
Yeah, and then the next 2 days we'll be there. We come up probably on a Thursday after work. We're gonna stay in Collinsville with Riley and them Friday.
Collinsville, really?
Yeah. So we're gonna
we'll
drive
be
from
with Riley.
Collinsville to Stephenville, or not Stephenville. Screw
You're
Stephenville. What is it called?
Stillwater.
Stillwater. Damn it. Oh, that beats the shit out of me. And then, but yeah, if you have any shows, we'll definitely come along and that Saturday or whatever.
I got it.
Perfect.
All right. I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you so much,
of course.
Boston.
Thank you.
Y'all take care.
Yes, sir. You too.